Hello, thank you for joining me here today on the O'Rourke Report. Let me just start out by saying if you want to be notified every time I do put out new content, it doesn't cost a thing. It's very easy. You only have to do one simple little thing. Just hit that subscribe button. Whoop. Hit that for me, and every time new content appears, you'll get a little notification. So. And of course, if you like what you see after you've viewed the content, hit that beep, hit that like button for me, and that goes a long way with, as I call them, YouTubian overlords. So thank you so much. Let's jump right into it. We've got Beverly Hills. We have got Beverly Hills. Okay. Oh, okay. It opens up with Dorit visits Erica Jane. Dorit and Boz visit Erica Jane to discuss their upcoming trip to St Lucia, which Boz is going to be the hostess. So really looking forward to see what she pulls together and see if the women can all behave themselves. Buzz already announced how they're going to break up the suites, like in one suite or chalet. I don't know what they call it. You're going to have Dorit, Erica Jane, and Boz, which is good. Another one, you're going to have Kyle with her sister Kathy, which is great. And then in the remaining one, you're going to have Garcelle, Sutton, and who am I? Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Okay, so looks like it's going to be great. Boss was very smart. She divvied up the rooms in a very good way, so there shouldn't be any trouble on that front. Okay, we open up. We open up over again. Okay, we get an exterior. Now I love a drone shot. I love a drone shot. I'm so glad drones are employed on a regular basis when it comes to doing television shows because I just love it. So we've got a drone shot of Sutton's house, which I put on pause. I love to study this train wreck. And one of the things that I just think is the oddest thing is she's got a very strangely configured front walk, front of steps up to her house, in which she's got not in the middle, not on the sides. It's kind of like catty corner, a wrought iron handrail. What? What's the thinking on that? What was the thinking on, first of all, the uneven steps? It's not a very, the curb appeal of those steps is just not there. And then why are you putting it's about as natural and pretty and aesthetic as a handicap ramp. I just don't understand it. We find out, we see Garcelle. Who's she talking to? I think Garcelle is talking to the camera, and she's talking about Sutton and Kyle's relationship. And it reminds me, because I needed a reminder on this. Where is Sutton with Kyle, or Kyle with Sutton? And basically, it's Garcelle who says Sutton just yearns to be accepted and liked by Kyle, that she's afraid of Kyle, to put a foot wrong with Kyle. So, it makes me wonder, why is she like that? I don't know. Is she looking for more people on her side? Why is Kyle so important to the equation? So we spent some time in a confessional capacity with Boz. She gives us a little background on her ex-husband, who has since passed away. And oh, that's right, she's introducing her new boyfriend to her daughter, who I was really impressed with. What a bright kid. Very, very bright. Kind of like her mother. Um, the daughter, Boz, and the boyfriend have dinner. The daughter wants to square away some questions. I know you two are looking to have another child. Where are you intending to live? Because the girl doesn't want to move from her high, what high school kid does. I mean, she doesn't want to uproot her home. She wants some normalcy in her house, and he assures her that that's not going to happen. So it was really kind of a feel good dinner. Then we cut to a Hollywood restaurant, I guess, called Drake's, where 3 months after their last dinner, we see PK and Dorit. Now, this is 3 months after the dinner where PK says, we're not going to be talking to each other day after day, every day. You're not going to be calling me for everything. We've got to learn how this works being apart. So, I guess we're getting an update of what's going on. So PK starts opening up. She asks some probing questions, and PK starts opening up, basically saying, um, you, you're just too, he didn't use the word domineering, but apparently PK gets the impression that it's her way or the highway. Now, she doesn't come out, she's not that brash in her approach, but you can imagine with Dorit, once she's made up her mind something should go a certain way, she doesn't deviate from that path. She will argue you to death to make sure she gets her way. So PK is telling her this. This is part of her problem, the fact that she will not compromise and work with him on things. And she doesn't listen to a word. Her eyes are kind of glazed over. She's not listening to a word she says because she's preparing what her next onslaught's going to be. She doesn't listen. She does not listen. She also mischaracterized that 7-page email that she mentioned a couple of weeks ago at a dinner party at Kathy's house with Boz and Erica Jane. That 7-page email was PK outlining what will happen if they can't resolve these things, if they can't work through the problems that he's having in the marriage. He wasn't telling her what she needs to do at all. He was telling her, if we don't get this fixed, this is what's going to happen. So she mischaracterized that for Kathy, Erica Jane, and Boz, and she mischaracterized it for the audience, which, Dorit, you want people on your side on this? We want to be on your side on this, but you're not telling the whole story. And I'm glad we got to hear from PK where he thinks things are. He's still not saying he wants a divorce. He wants her to stop formulating her next argument in her head when he's talking. He wants her to shut up and listen. We all know that's a problem with her. She doesn't know how to shut up and listen. She knows how to sit back, eyes glaze over, not really hear the words, and formulate her own argument as to why she should get her way and you shouldn't get your way. That's the way I read it. Then we have don't make your poor kid. Oh yeah, Dorit does. She does it. She's picking out an outfit for something. Now we all know Dorit fancies herself as a real fashionista, that she should be front row Paris for the haute couture, and all these things. And her taste is really beautiful. I mean, her outfits that she pulls together are gorgeous. But at one point, we see her son Jagger. And how old is Jagger now? Is he maybe 10 or 11? It's he's getting up there. He's getting up there. He's going to be a teen soon. She's making the poor kid sit there as she goes through her outfits and says, "Well, what do you think about this one?" And the poor kid, and it is oh, you know what he said? He was very smart. It was definitely the skirt was too short. It was maybe a little see-through. It was a little risque. And the little kid, this is her son, her 9-10-year-old son, says, "You should be wearing something more mature." because that's what their kids want. That's what kids want their mommies to look like. We saw this years and years and years ago with when we first met Ramona Singer at New York, and her young daughter Avery. Avery used to be embarrassed by what the mother was wearing because, according to Ramona, I want to look young. Of course, I want to look young. But you're also a mom, so don't you have to keep that in the back of your head? I'm not saying wear a burqa. I don't think I'm saying that at all. But you can certainly, you don't have to dress like you're 20 something trying to attract a guy in a bar. So the poor kid is saying that, you think that landed on Dorit when he said that? No, it didn't. She was annoyed that he didn't identify the outfit she had picked out, and she just very says, "Well, it's Paco Rabanne. Who gives a rosy rat's ass?" Oh, apparently Dorit does. Okay. Doo, doo, doo. Jennifer. Okay, so the girls all get to. If we say one, you know how they do those. Well, it's a tiny little 10-second shot. I think they call it B-roll. You know how I always love that on Below Deck with Captain Glenn. They'll always cut to what he's doing in his cabin while everybody's out drinking. He's watching, documentary on, uh, you know, the wildebeests and things like that. They did a little B-roll shot of poor Ari. This is Sutton's assistant being made to spin her around in a chair in her closet. She's sitting there like this. As poor Ari is made to spin her around. Thank you, producers. That should have been shot. Thank you so much for including it in the B-roll because it tells us volumes about Sutton, doesn't it? And I'm sure the Dorit shot was B-roll too. Telling us more than Dorit thinks she's meaning to tell us. Okay, we cut to upcoming. Oh yeah, we cut to the ladies all. They take separate planes, but they all eventually end up in St Lucia, and where Boz has arranged for them to stay. It is swanky, swank. It's up there, as somebody said. I forget who said it. Boy, this is going to give Kathy Hilton a run for her money. Oh, remember when I said Kathy Hilton did that thing someplace in California? It was obviously, I imagine, was probably a very exclusive place maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago. Little run down, a little seedy. Boz's place was not run down and seedy. It was high and gorgeous. The rooms, the beaches, the sand, everything. Everything the camera was showing us was really, really top notch. I even wrote down the name. I said I'll never be able to afford it, but I'll look up to see how much it would cost to go there. It looks gorgeous. Now these villas are kind of like up on a cliffside, so there are some stairs you have to climb to get inside of your villa. Jennifer Tilly is completely out of shape. She cannot get up those stairs without huffing and puffing, and she's got flats on, which says to me, is Jennifer Tilly a smoker? She may be a smoker because I think Dorit's a smoker too. But Dorit appears to be in better shape than Jennifer Tilly, that's for sure. So, the setting is set for next week. And then we see on the coming attraction. We see in the coming attractions that Sutton is in tears because she can't figure out why Kyle doesn't like her. And there apparently is a boat ride where we are treated to more Sutton and Dorit fighting. See, Sutton, when she started going after Dorit, she figured Dorit was an easy target because Dorit traditionally never had great comebacks to other people. So I think Sutton felt empowered to go after Dorit and has found out this season that that's not going. Dorit is a fighter now. Not only that, but she's empowered by having Boz and Erica Jane on her side. So So far, Beverly Hills is great. It's why we watch the show. Beautiful scenery, beautiful resorts, clothes, everything. Well, we had some more of Kyle crying in the kitchen. At one point, this is about Mauricio. They're discussing the paparazzi picture of Mauricio, and Mauricio gives a sincere apology about he's so sorry that that picture was taken, that he would never want anything to hurt her or the girls or anyone. I'm buying 110%. I mean, yeah, I believe he's sincere. And cut to confessional, Kyle's talking, and she goes, "How did this happen?" Kyle, it happened because she wanted it to happen. So she's, I guess I feel sorry for her in a way. She can't put two and two together and come up with four. So anyway, very short. That's all we have today for Beverly Hills. And I believe we're almost caught up. Last night was Summer House, and we will have Summer House and a Southern Charm. We're going to have that tonight. So my next I'll do in a couple of days. We'll do Summer House and Southern Charms. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate everybody. This is so much fun for me. I get such a kick out of it. And I'm going to encourage you once again, if you want to be notified every time I do put out new content, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, ding dong, and we'll be good to go. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.